Let's start with Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Let's do some Radha chant. Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha. Yes. We are reading Bhagavad Gita as it is by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. We are in chapter 9, text 3. Those who are not faithful in this devotional service cannot attain me, O conqueror of enemies. Therefore, they return to the path of birth and death in this material world. Let's read the purport. The faithless cannot accomplish this process of devotional service. That is the purport of this verse. Faith is created by association with devotees. Do you observe that everything that you want or you want any good thing to happen with you need an association. It's not just devotional service like here they are saying devotional service with devotees will make you cleanse and become more faithful. But even if you try to do something for yourself, anything related to self, like for self growth or for self healing or for self routine or something that, like, for example, exercise or you need some association of people which will help you push. So, बोलते हैं ना, peer group, that's why people say is so much important that you feel motivated and you push yourself. You push yourself to do what is right for you. Unfortunate people, even after hearing all the evidence of Vedic literature from great personalities, still have no faith in God. They are hesitant and cannot stay fixed in the devotional service of the Lord. Thus, faith is the most important factor for progress in Krishna consciousness. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is said that faith is the complete conviction that simply by serving the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, one can achieve all perfection. This is called real faith. As stated in the Srimad Bhagavatam 4.31.14, Yatha Tarur Mula Nishechanena Tripyanti Tat Tat Skanda Bhujo Pashakha Prano Paharach Cha Yathendriyanam Tathaiva Sarvarhanam Sarvahanam Achyutejya. By giving water to the root of a tree, one satisfies its branches, twigs, and leaves. And by supplying food to the stomach, one satisfies all the senses of the body. Similarly, by engaging in the transcendental service of the Supreme Lord, one automatically satisfies all the demigods and all other living entities. Quotes close. Therefore, after reading Bhagavad Gita, one should promptly come to the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita. One should give up all other engagements and adopt the service of the Supreme Lord, Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. If one is convinced of this philosophy of life, that is faith. Now, the development of that faith is the process of Krishna consciousness. There are three divisions of Krishna conscious men. In the third class are those who have no faith. Even if they are officially engaged in devotional service, they cannot achieve the highest perfectional stage. Most probably, they will slip after some time. They may become engaged, but because they haven't complete conviction and faith, it is very difficult for them to continue in Krishna consciousness. So we have practical experience in discharging our missionary activity that some people come and apply themselves to Krishna consciousness with some hidden motive, and as soon as they are economically a little well situated, they give up this process and take to their old ways again. It is only by faith that one can advance in Krishna consciousness. As far as the development of faith is concerned, one who is well versed in the literatures of devotional service and has attained the stage of firm faith is called a first class person in Krishna consciousness. And in the second class are those who are not even advanced in understanding the devotional scriptures, but who automatically have firm faith that Krishna Bhakti or service to Krishna is the best course, and so in good faith have taken it up. Thus they are superior to the third class, who have neither perfect knowledge of the scriptures nor good faith, but by association and simplicity are trying to follow. The third class person is in Krishna consciousness may fall down, but when one is in the second class, he does not fall down. And for the first class person in Krishna consciousness, there is no chance of falling down, right? So one in the first class will surely make progress and achieve the results at the end, although he has, sorry, at the end. As far as the third class person in Krishna consciousness is concerned, although he has faith in the conviction that devotional service to Krishna is very good, and he has not yet gained adequate knowledge of Krishna through the scriptures like Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Geeta. Sometimes these third class persons in Krishna consciousness have some tendency towards Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, and sometimes they are disturbed. But as soon as the infection of Karma Yoga or Jnana Yoga is vanquished, they become second class or first class persons in Krishna consciousness. Faith in Krishna is also divided into three stages and described in Srimad Bhagavatam. First class attachment, second class attachment, and third class attachment are also explained in Srimad Bhagavatam in the 11th canto. Those who have no faith, even after hearing about Krishna and the excellence of devotional service, who think that it is simply eology. Eology, let me just check the meaning of eology. A speech or a piece of writing that praises someone or something highly, especially a tribute to someone who has just died. Yes. So, those who have no faith, even after hearing about Krishna and the excellence of devotional service, who think that it is simply eology, find the path very difficult, even if they are supposedly engaged in devotional service. For them, there is very little hope of gaining perfection. Thus, faith is very important in the discharge of devotional service. Yes, faith is very important. So, faith is also very important in everything that you do. So, whenever you plan to do something like, okay, today I want to cook good food, you need to have faith that whatever you will cook will be very delicious. When you do it with that faith, the food automatically the results are good. So even if you sit for work today or you sit to teach your child today some homework or you do any activity, you do it with faith. You do it with like, yes, I know I will be able to do this properly. And then you start. Let's move to text 4. By me, in my unmanifested form, this entire universe is pervaded. All beings are in me, but I am not in them. Let's read the purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is not perceivable through the gross material senses. It is said, Ataha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grahyam indriya sevon mukhe hi jivadau swayam eva spurtaye spurtaya adaha. Bhakti Rasamrata Sindhu 1.2.234. Lord Sri Krishna's name, fame, pastimes, etc. cannot be understood by material senses. Only to one who is engaged in pure devotional service under proper guidance is revealed. In the Brahma Samhita 5.38, it is stated, Premanan, Preman, Premanjana Chur, Churita Bhakti Vilochena Santaha Sadaiva Hridayesu Vilokyanti. One can see the Supreme Personality of Godhead Govinda always within himself and outside himself if one has developed the transcendental loving attitude towards him. Thus, for people in general, he is not visible. Here it is said that although he is all pervading, everywhere present, he is not conceivable by the material senses. This is indicated here by the word avyakta murtina. But actually, although we cannot see him, everything is resting in him. As we have discussed in the seventh chapter, the entire material cosmic manifestation is only a combination of his two different energies, the superior spiritual energy and the inferior material energies. Thus, just as the sunshine is spread all over the universe, the energy of the Lord is spread all over the creation, and everything is resting in that energy. Yet, one should not conclude that because he is spread all over, he has lost his personal existence. To refute such an argument, the Lord says, I am everywhere and everything is in me, but still I am aloof. For example, a king heads a government which is but the manifestation of the king's energy. The different governmental departments are nothing but the energy of the king, and each department is resting on the king's power. But still, one cannot expect the king to be present in every department personally, right? That is the crude example. Similarly, all the manifestations that we see and everything that exists both in the material world and in the spiritual world are resting on the energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In the end, everything is energy, which turns into matter and then gets destroyed back into an energy only, right? And that energy is Krishna. The creation takes place by the diffusion of his different energies, and as stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Vistabhyam Vyaham Idam Kristanam. He is everywhere present by his personal representation, the diffusion of his different energies. Okay. So everything around you is a presence of Krishna. Yes. Let's move to text 5. And yet everything that is created does not rest in me. Behold my mystic opulence. So he calls this mystic. Although I am the maintainer of all living entities, and although I am everywhere, I am not a part of this cosmic manifestation, for myself is the very source of creation. Yes, let's read the purport. The Lord says that everything is resting on Him. Matsani Sarva Bhutani. This should not be misunderstood. The Lord is not directly concerned with the maintenance and sustenance of this material manifestation. Sometimes we see a picture of Atlas holding the globe on his shoulder. right? He seems to be very tired holding this great earthly planet. Such an image should not be entertained in connection with Krishna's upholding this created universe. He says that although everything is resting on me, he is aloof. The planetary systems are floating in space, and this space is the energy of the Supreme Law. But he is different from the space. He is differently situated. Therefore, the Lord says, although they are situated on my inconceivable energy, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, I am aloof from them. This is the inconceivable opulence of the Lord. It's very difficult to understand that how is he still not the same? How is his energy not him? Like it is our energy. See, if we are feeling positive, we will throw positive energy outside. But that positive energy is not us. We are the creator of the energy. Correct? Similarly, so we have to understand this concept very clearly. What is Lord and what is his energy? Like there is sun and then there is solar energy, right? If the sun emanates some heat, but sun is emanating the heat. Sun and the heat is not the same. In the Nirukti Vedic dictionary, it is said, Yujyate Nena Durgatesu Karyeshu. The Supreme Lord is performing inconceivably wonderful pastimes, displaying his energy. His person is full of different potent energies, and his determination is itself actual fact. What do you mean by that? His determination is itself actual fact. Determination. I am determined to cook well today. But that becomes a fact that I am a good cook becomes a fact. I'm a good cook. It becomes a fact. Whatever he determines becomes a fact. So similarly, whatever you think of yourself becomes a fact. Slowly, slowly. But you have to keep having faith that what you believe is correct. You know, there should not be even slightest of doubt in that. So doubts start coming in when people start saying that, oh, this is not tasting good, that is not tasting good. But still in that, you have to keep your faith leveled up. That no, I cook better. I can cook much more. I can cook. Yes. This person is full of different potent energies and his determination is itself actual fact. In this way, the Supreme Personality of Godhead is to be understood. We may think of doing something, but there are so many impediments, and sometimes it is not possible to do as we like, right? So, when we think of doing something, like we think of going to some place for some work, and we find it very difficult to go. So, maybe we go halfway and come back, or maybe we go there and our work doesn't get finished, or maybe we don't go only, we postpone it. So many a times we go and do things and it doesn't turn out the way we like it. I'm sure many of you must have experienced this. Yes. But when Krishna wants to do something, simply by his willing, everything is performed. So that's why they say that it is the will of the God that this was to happen. Right? Everything is performed so perfectly that one cannot imagine how it is being done. Right? The Lord explains this fact. Although He is the maintainer and sustainer of the entire material manifestation, He does not touch this material manifestation. Simply by His supreme will, everything is created, everything is sustained, everything is maintained, and everything is annihilated. There is no difference between His mind and Himself, as there is a difference between ourselves and our present material mind, because He is absolute spirit. He's an absolute spirit. So spirit is not just one dot. He's an absolute spirit. He's a perfect, proper form of spirit. Simultaneously, the Lord is present in everything. Yet, the common man cannot understand how he is also present personally. So now you understand how he is present personally. He is different from his material manifestation, yet everything is resting on him. This is explained here as Yogam Aishwaram, the mystic power of the Supreme Personality of God. So even the non-living things in our world is also resting in his energy. It's created by him and it is having an energy. It is a gross energy, but it is an energy. And soon everything will get destroyed and get annihilated in him and become back come back into an energy form. It will unmanifest itself basically. Right? So let's end here with Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Let's do some Radha chant. Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha, Radha, Shri Radha.